watch complete video to practice questions about Citizenship Test Australia. How did we establish our system of government? After which settlement was Australia made of separate, self-governing colonies? British. How many colonies was Australia made up of before 1901? 6. What sort of constitution and laws did the colonies have? A different constitution and law for each colony. Having different constitutions, how were the colonies managed? There were many difficulties between the colonies. What sort of defense system did the separate colonies have? A weak one. Why did people want a single nation for Australia? There were many problems in having separate colonies, like expensive trade, weak defense systems, etc. What role did Australia's national identity have in people wanting one nation, Australia? Australia's national identity was slowly being formed. How easily was the nation united under one Australia? It was very difficult to unite the colonies together, but over time it happened. When were all the colonies of Australia united under one state? On January 1, 1901. What was the Federation of States called when the colonies were united? Commonwealth of Australia. What does the Australian Constitution do? It sets out the basic rules for the government of Australia. On which Act is the Australian Constitution based? The Commonwealth of Australia Constitution Act 1900. What was the Australian Constitution originally passed as? The Australian Constitution was originally passed as part of a British Act of Parliament 1900. What happened on January 1, 1901? The Australian Constitution came into effect and Australian colonies became one. What did the Australian Constitution establish? The Parliament of the Commonwealth of Australia. What does the Parliament of the Commonwealth of Australia have? A. Senate. The House of Representatives. Which institution has the ultimate power to apply and interpret the laws of Australia? The High Court of Australia. What happened in the 1967 referendum? 90% of Australians voted yes to allow Aboriginal peoples to be counted in the census. What sort of majority should be there in a referendum for the Australian Constitution to be changed? Double majority. What majority of voters should vote for a change to occur? A. The majority of voters across the states. B. The majority of voters across the nation. How does the Australian government ensure one person or a group of people don't hold the entire power of government? By dividing the power of the government. In how many parts does the Australian government divide power? 3. In which institutions does the Australian Parliament divide the power of government? A. The legislative powers are with the Parliament. B. The executive powers are with the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. C. The judicial powers are with the judges. What is the power to make laws called? Legislative power. Who has the power to make and change the laws in Australia? Parliament. Who makes up the Parliament? The representatives who were elected by the people of Australia. What is the executive power? The power to put the laws into practice. Who are the executives? A. The Prime Minister. B. The Australian Government Ministers. C. The Governor-General. Which departments are the ministers responsible for? The government departments. What powers do the Australian judges have? A. The power to interpret law. B. The power to apply the law. Who do the courts and judges answer to? They are independent of the government and parliament. Where are all the powers of the government written? In the Australian Constitution.